Today we're going to talk about, do you think college athletes should be paid for what they do? Jimmy, what do you feel?
Matt, I don't think that college athletes should be being paid, especially ones that got full scholarships and stuff. I mean, they're already getting paid for things like books, like they obviously like food and stuff, and they're all being stuff like that. And also, where would the money come from?
Well, I think they should get paid, but where the money will come from is college sports make millions, hundreds of millions of dollars a year. I think they're putting their futures on the line by by playing for these schools. If you get hurt and it's a bad injury, and you're a good player, you could not go to the NFL, and you could right there have to do something else and not make the money you could have made. But I think you should get paid, because what happens if you get hurt, and what happens if you're done and your career is over?
Well, it's student before athlete, so I mean, if it was all athlete, then I guess they should be. But the main thing is students, because honestly, if they don't pass like school, then they can't play anyways. So I think that more money goes into like the school part of the school, and less than the athletic program, because it's like if they were to pay the athletes, then they would be like, oh, why do I have to go to school? I'm getting paid.
But a majority of revenue that schools make is from sports, selling tickets, selling merchandise, and if I think that they should get paid some of that, because they're bringing in that money by performing and entertaining people, and I think they deserve it, because like I said, if they get hurt, they gotta get money.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to talk about was Albert Hainsworth. Albert Hainsworth being traded to the Patriots. What do you think about that?
I think it was a good trade, because the Patriots get a guy who's had success, but only for a fifth-round pick, and I feel that that's a guy who could really help the team right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's a guy that really, the Patriots, they don't lose a lot. They only lose a fifth-round pick, and it was a lot like the trade that they had with Randy Moss. There was really, they weren't going to lose much, and they had a lot to gain. I mean, that's what I think of it, and I think Albert Hainsworth, minus the attitude, could be one of the best defensive linemen in the league.
About Albert Hainsworth, though, it's also a big risk, because if Albert Hainsworth doesn't work out, then you give up a fifth-round pick and you get a guy you're paying for nothing, and it's also possibly could be very bad for the Patriots.
All right, that will be it for PTI. Along with my co-host, Matt Carrigan, I'm Jimmy Crotha. Good night.